ACC battle. As we'll see, the Texas Longhorns taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. For a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to get the corner. Oh, there's the ball. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just it's balanced, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on third and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Coffee. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They'll go with a direct snap. The Wolverines get it past the sticks.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, He has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Wide out in motion. Try to get it on the ground. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking for a man. It's Fisher. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. He's going to get loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires into traffic, picked off. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll line up to go for two. Dropping back, it's Fisher. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Working that left side now. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
It's complete. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Texas! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass. It's Fisher. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 12, Texas 6.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the tailback. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Barrow. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll throw it on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. With the catch, it's Rudolph. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's there to make the stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for the big play. He's got it. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 17, set to kick this one.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Scanning the field, it's Fisher. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Wolverines get enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the 1st down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Barrow. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Dropping back, it's Fisher. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. He's going to pass. Looking left. It's caught. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. A run for the quarterback. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points today, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now it's first and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Michigan 20, Texas 13.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
On second down, looking to throw. It's complete on the right side.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Fisher. Ball in the air, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Texas! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, and get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Barrow. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Fisher. They're bringing heat. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Going up top on first down. And they got him for the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. On the move. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On the move, it's Coffee. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 27, Michigan 20.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hard running there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Direct snap. The Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. There's a live football.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Coffee. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game who want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover.
Going up top. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well and all.
Pulls it in on the right. Got a lot of running room. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Defense was a little anxious there. Got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. This quarterback part of their running game. They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.